Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Jacksonville. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
2 yards the loss, second and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Eason sets to throw it. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Eason. Looking for Perriman there. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So a first quarter fumble. This isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw again, Eason. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Indianapolis.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Colts 3.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Off the bootleg, Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Jet sweep, here's Campbell. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to get in, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Could have gone with a ground game there, opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They're on 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Connection made with Shenault. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15.
It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Now a carry from Mack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. They'll throw on first down with Eason. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Jacob Eason. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 15 now. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Eason. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun is Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jarrett Wilson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Throwing right, and that's complete. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easy.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marlon Mack, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
That's the score. Jaguars 28, Colts 6. Here we go. Let's go. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First and 10, Eason. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of
25 yards that time.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury.
Partners
turnover's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shot.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Second down now. It's Mack. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He's brought down back at the 16.
2nd and 15. He completes this one to Mack. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Jacksonville. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. I give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Rodgers on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Again, it's
Taylor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Eason going to try and throw for it. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 43. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here. And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right? You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
10 at the Colts' 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run here with Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep moving them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
47-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Jacksonville, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis.